Montana is one of the nation's rising producers of fine wool, but much of that wool leaves the state before it's ever turned into yarn, clothing, or fabric. A new feasibility study in Great Falls is exploring whether that possibility could change.
40% of a raw fleece is dirt, lanolin, and vegetable matter. When you figure 1.3 million pounds leaving the Intermountain West for further production, that means over 500,000 pounds of dirt is being shipped. We don't ship dirty grain. Our grain is cleaned before it leaves Montana, and our wool should be too.
A new feasibility study, funded in part by a grant from the National Sheep Industry Improvement Center, will examine whether an industrial wool mill could be built in Montana. Great Falls is one of the locations being considered.
It also, with Great Falls having the resources it does, it really fits well.
Access to water, energy, and transportation are key factors, but supporters say people and partnerships matter just as much.
To have close access to the people who are leading the way in this industry to get this so that we have processing done domestically is really pretty exciting.
The proposed mill would clean and process wool fleeces into comb top, a ready-to-spin product used to make yarn for clothing, socks, and blankets.
This is something we can all get behind and be very excited about because it represents Montana well. It represents Montana well historically, but it represents Montana into the future, and we can lead the way.
Reporters say Montana is now the center of fine wool production in the country, but lacks the infrastructure to process it locally. A regional wool mill could lower costs for producers across Montana and neighboring states, while making U.S.-made wool products more competitive.
So we are hoping that by adding one in the Intermountain West locally, that will help drive production and then also bring down the cost of goods.
If fully funded, the feasibility study could be completed by 2027. Organizers say the goal is to determine whether a Montana-based wool mill makes economic, environmental, and logistical sense before moving forward.
Wool has a history that spans centuries of being sustainable, useful, and has a lot of attributes that other fibers don't provide.
Supporters say keeping more wool processing in-state could strengthen Montana's agricultural economy, while turning homegrown resources into finished products made closer to home. In Great Falls, Madison Collier, MTN News.